Bear, you must be proud of the boys and their efforts tonight.
Yeah, it was a good win. I think the end margin we probably could have had a greater margin if we had made the most of our inside 50s in the first half. We had over 30, which we haven't had over 30 for a whole game. So obviously both sides have tried to play attacking, bring it back through the corridor quite a lot. But even though the margin wasn't great, I always thought we were in control after probably the first 15 minutes of the game. So yeah, we're happy.
What was the message to the boys heading in tonight, given that finals is very likely off the table?
Yeah, well, we probably identified that we couldn't make finals when we lost to Lauderdale, so I think we would have had to win by about 300, and that was very unrealistic. But we wanted to finish the season off on a positive. Last year we won 6.5 games. Tonight winning tonight we've ended up 9-9. So that's an improvement, which is what you want from a young group.
You had 5 multiple goal kickers tonight, and I thought your midfield was definitely got on top, especially after quarter time. What was the message at quarter time when the Tigers had sort of...
obviously they were trying to play an attacking brand, so we had to make sure our sweepers were set up at stoppages just so that we didn't allow them to just go through the stoppages without any real pressure. Once we identified that, we were able to turn the footy over and get it back the other way. So we as a coaching group don't like a free-flowing game. We want to get our defensive mechanisms right, and I think after quarter time we did that. I think they only kicked 1 goal in the second quarter, so from the 15-minute mark to half-time we restricted them to 1 goal. So that was a positive, and that's in the end what won us the game.
I thought you had some impressive players all over the ground. Who stood out from a coaching point of view?
Look, I thought our midfield group were exceptional tonight. Matthews, Campbell I thought was dominant. He's had a sensational season from where he's come from 12 months ago. He broke the lines continually. His defensive pressure was basically awesome all night. Yeah. I thought Baxter Norton, he was good again tonight. His speed, and he's starting to use the footy really well. Eddie Cole, I thought was good as well. Kicked a couple of goals. Josh Williamson, he kicked another 3, so he's finished with 35, 36 for the year. But his defensive actions tonight were the best we've seen, and that's a real positive going forward for next year. So we generally, when it happens, when you win, you have winners all over the ground, and that's what we had tonight.
Was it probably a big focus of you guys to obviously compete for a final spot but blood a lot of young players this season?
Yeah, I mean, any side that says they don't want to play finals at the start of the season are kidding themselves, and that was our aim. Unfortunately, we just fell short. We obviously, throughout the year, we were really competitive with the teams around our mark, and we struggled against the better teams. So that's something we have to identify and have to improve going forward. But every time we played, like the Launcestons, the Kingstons, the Burnie and Devonport, we're always going into a game confident we can win. It's just that at the moment we don't have the top end in a sense of experience. I think we've got the top end in players, but just the experience. Most other clubs have 1 or 2 AFL listed players on their list, and we don't have that. So that's something going forward that we need to look at for next year, along with continual improvement of these young guys. So we finished off tonight with 9-9. There's improvement there, which is really good.
Speaking of young guys, I thought young Mitchell O'Neill did a few great things this evening.
Yeah, he was. I mean, the kid's only 16, his 3rd or 4th senior game of footy. We had a chat to him during the week and asked what his good attributes were, and he straight away said, I love tackling, and we sort of identified that he's actually a very good kick, and some of his foot skills tonight, especially a couple of leads to Williamson. He also kicked a goal in the 3rd quarter that was against the flow a bit because the Tigers had got back within 10 or 11 points, and Mitchie was able to slot one through. So it's all good signs going forward.
So looking ahead, do you guys have any sort of set goals for next season apart from just improvement, or is it too early to sort of sit down?
Well, Kane spoke to the group after the game. We don't want to be in this position in 12 months' time. We want this to be the beginning of something in 12 months' time. We want to play finals footy, and we think we're capable of if we keep working hard and everyone at the club is heading in the right direction. We're confident we can play finals next year.
Aaron, another sort of fast start and then overrun again in the end?
Yeah, look, their run and spread from half back and through the midfield was really good today, and look, we looked up and about early, and then a couple of silly free kicks, and so I think they got three of their first 4 goals were from free kicks. Was pretty disappointing, and yeah, look, we just couldn't sustain the effort for the rest of the game.
What was the message to the boys heading into the game tonight?
Look, just about get some reward for effort. I mean, it's been a long year, and look, we haven't won, even though we haven't won a lot of games. We want to reward ourselves at the end of the day, and yeah, we just probably fell short. We had a bit to play for. TP being his last game, try to get up for that. But yeah, obviously fell short at the finish line.
There were some positives to take out of the game. I thought the defensive trio of TP, Lockie Godomski, and again Mitch Carter was sensational, especially in that third term where I think you guys held the Demons goalless for the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, look, our defence has been pretty solid most of the year. We've had some, and Lockie Godomski's, I think I said last week, he's an extreme talent. Put him in there with Mitch Carter, and TP. He's probably showed his best last 5-6 weeks have been in defence. So he's finished the year personally on a high. Look, it's good having some young blokes through there, and young Ollie Burrows-Changi's 16-year-old kid running through there as well. So look, there's a lot of upside coming from the season, and we're just unfortunately couldn't get the job done.
I guess speaking again of young players with a bit of upside, Hugh Dixon performed again really well this evening. Is it sort of good to see him finish the year clunking those marks and just going back and kicking his goals?
Yeah, I think he can have a three today, and look, he's like I said, he's an extreme talent, and he's got that ability to take I think he took a big hanger in the first quarter. He loves having a jump at the footy, and you give him the opportunity to do that, and he's also good at ground level, so he's very, very agile, and there's a lot of upside to him. So I mean, all the best of luck to him at the combine, and I reckon there's a fair chance somebody will pick him up. So
assuming that he gets drafted, you still had your other three forwards tonight. I think it was Livingston, Archer, and I'm not sure who.
Batchelor?
Batchelor. They kick 7 between them.
Yeah.
Are you looking to sort of obviously make those guys a bit of a priority to stay, especially with Archer having only played 3 games in the back half of the year?
We're probably unfortunate that Arch went down with a knee after his first game, so it would have been good to have him for a bunch of games towards the end of the year. But look, they're key parts. I mean, Batchelor's one of our, was our vice captain this year, and one of our in our leadership group, so he's a vital part that we really need to hang around for next year if we want to be successful. And obviously Archer as well, that bigger body, that big presence, draws a big defender, which freed Hugh up at times as well today. So look, there's some real key things. And Braden Livingston, another vice captain, it's always good to have the leaders step up. It was probably just some of the younger brigade today probably didn't quite step up the way we wanted. Probably got overawed by the occasion a bit, and I think the will and the one of Hobart City versus us they had a bit more in the tank than us.
Just reflecting on the season, having only just completed the final game, sort of what are your thoughts, or what do you take out of a year like 2017?
Oh, look, it's easy to take nothing out of it when you've only won 4 games, but look, if you look out to the duration of the season, we've been able to compete in a lot of our games, whereas probably in previous years we just got beaten from first siren to final siren. So, we'll take a lot out of the year. I think it's easy to say it's a wasted season, but the players, hopefully they have learnt something, and I think they have, and they've showed a bit of resilience at times, and showed some high skill levels and some style of footy that we want to play. It's just like I said, it's just the ability to do that over a consistent week and over a consistent game over 4 quarters. We just fell short of that probably this year. So look, that's something to build on. Our skill level probably needs to rise a bit. I mean, we obviously had an interrupted pre-season this year where we probably didn't focus a lot on skills. So we probably started a little bit way back on that. So hopefully boys back in November we start working on some stuff and get ourselves ready for a good season in 2018.